This video was brought to you by, but not sponsored, by BlingCnSy, the noise cancellation and sound absorption acoustic panels. Here's how you install the product. Open package and let sit for 24 to 48 hours until they fully expand to normal shape and size. Clean and dry the wall surface to remove the dust. I usually clean the walls and wait for it to dry for 2 hours. Peel the back paper off and install. That's this. And press the foam hard on the wall until it's firmly fixed. So what I like to do is, if there's a spot that needs a smaller piece of acoustic foam, what you can do is keep this back paper, this brown spot, and cut it with scissors. There is 2 layers of this plastic because it's vacuum sealed, especially this one. I mean, look how thin this one is. This one didn't get fully vacuum sealed, it seems. So as you can now tell, I just cut the product open. As you can see the foam. You're supposed to let this set for 24 hours to 48 hours just to let it all expand. It's slowly expanding right now, I can feel it. A good way to speed up this process is if you have a fan or a vent, is to just set it right down in front of it. So for this part, I like to actually set it down on the floor like this in front of the vent. And you can see that it's slowly expanding. And you can help it out some by pulling them apart. But when it gets like this, I like to just set it in front of the vent. So when it's fully formed, I'll do this and help it just vent in there, and the product should be good to let set on its own, but it's not fully formed, so I'll save that for later. As you can see, I've just gotten around to opening the second package. This one feels like it was rushed or something, but that's not a bad thing because it's not as compact as the first package was, so it should be good because there's not a long enough wait time for it to fully expand. So this one should take maybe 18 hours, but I'm still gonna let it set for 24. And now that the fan is on, you can see how I have it propped up, and you can see that the fan is blowing, or the vent is blowing. So this is what I do to speed up the process. Hope this helps other players, other people, and I will show you what I do to fully set them up later when these fully expand. As you can see, these are expanded. They're not done. It's only been 3 hours or so, but within that time limit of 3 hours, you can see how people would be confused and just put them on prematurely. You just want to wait 24 to 48 hours. This is the product that I started using recently to clean my walls with. I found that the acoustic paneling sticks to the walls better. What I was using before was hand sanitizer. It had 60% ethanol. I'll put a picture up here on the screen. And this is the device that I used to help clean the walls and ceiling with when I found the disinfectant wipes, because I wasn't doing that by hand. Alright, so it's basically been about 24 hours, and I'm going to show you how to use them properly. Alright, like I said, it's basically been about 24 hours. So what I like to do is, see, it's fully expanded now, the little cones, the pyramids. So So what I like to do is when I take the paper off and show the adhesive side like this, I will stretch them as so evenly like this, and I'll do the corners, and then I'll just do the other side like this, like so. And as you can see from here, this one is like missing two corners right here. So this one just fell off, and so did this. So I'm moving my cable up to where that little thing is, and I put that there. And when it fell off, I put it back up against it. So after stretching, what I like to do is I'll place them down, right? Make them flush with one another, and then you can see it's hanging off, right? You just apply pressure, and you're good to go. The reason for the stretching of the corners is, as you can see, some of them are deformed like that, and this one was not stretched. This one was, and you can see which one is more of a perfect square tile. You can see that this one's not been stretched. I didn't do it perfectly. I usually just go around it twice and stretched. That's how you put it up against the wall. Nice poster. And I will show you how to do it on a ceiling. So, as you can see, I have nothing on my ceiling. I did clean this off twice. I waited 2 hours. Whee! So putting it up on the ceiling is going to be a new concept for me, as I've not done it before. And here's just like stretching it again, just making sure it's fully expanded. As you can see, I'm getting it pretty evenly. And for the ceiling, so you can also cut them with a pair of scissors. Just make sure you keep the paper on the back covering the adhesive. So the reason why you can get creative with them is if you have to salvage them, as in like they fall off because the adhesive is bad or weak on one end, just cut it. The only way you can tell is if, you know, it just falls off the wall or something. And, you know, it just makes some cool designs all around. Look, walkie-talkie, yeah. And then this is actually a half, and then another layer up here. So, and then there's that. So all in all, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good product. I've noticed that it's lowered the decibels inside and out by a huge margin. All in all, it's really good. Like, that's all I can really say. The room is pretty small. This is a 0.5, the ultra wide lens. It's not that big, as you can see. So the 1-inch works fine, but you can also get the 2-inch ones, and I'll leave a link down in the description for that. So have fun. Also, quick tip, you want to have these in like a set of 4. That way you get the most out of your value, out of the product. I didn't know what I wanted to do with this. I didn't know if I wanted to make it diamond shape or just a square. And I'm just gonna go with the square. So here's the final image of how the product turned out on the ceiling. And I want to give a big shout out and thank you to BlingCnSy for providing me with replacements and for providing me with the product so I can do a review and installation video and demonstration on how to do it on YouTube. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for watching the video. If you like this content, please like, share, and subscribe. I do a whole bunch of different varied content. So thank you so much for watching. Once again, if BlingCnSy watches this, thank you so much for giving replacements and these units. Thank you so much. It really helps a lot.